Hey guys, welcome to your Sunday Reset Flow. This flow is a perfect yoga stretch to stretch out your whole body to set you up for a great week ahead. If you feel like putting a face mask on and making some tea, these elements really help you to relax a little bit more, but if not, the flow is enough. So let's start by placing some lavender essential oils, if you have this on hand, on your wrists, and then placing your wrists near your face and taking a big inhale through your nose and then exhaling through your mouth. Focusing on the breath, traveling through your body and how this breath inflates your lungs like a balloon. And as you exhale, feeling this balloon like feeling escape through your lungs and out of your mouth. A few more just like this. And then on your last breath, bringing your right hand to your head and your left hand by your side and gently pulling your head down towards your right shoulder and holding here. Feeling that beautiful stretch down the side of your neck. If you'd like to deepen the stretch, tilting your head back and forth an inch to release any last tension from your neck. And then switch sides. Bring your left hand onto your head and your right hand by your side, gently pulling your head down towards your left shoulder. And then tilting the head back and forth an inch to release any last tension. Repeat this one more time on either side. And then on your last breath, bring your left arm up overhead, reaching as far as you can to the other side and holding here. Allowing this pose to stretch out the left side of your body as you bring your arm up and over. And then on an exhale, windmill your arms forward and bring your right arm up overhead, stretching out the right side of your body. Hold here for one more breath. And then windmill your right arm in front of your body and bring your left arm up overhead one more time. And this time, rolling the wrists in one direction and then the other. Loosening up through the wrists. And then windmill your left arm in front of your body and bring your right arm up overhead. And repeat the wrist stretches on the other side in one direction and then the other. Continuing in this pose to pull your arm up overhead to feel that beautiful stretch down the side of your body. And then windmill your arm across your body down onto the mat and bring your other hand parallel, ensuring that your wrists are underneath your shoulders and your knees are underneath your hips at hip distance apart. Inhale to prepare, and then on an exhale, round through the back, and inhale, arch through the back. Continue this a few more times, linking the breath with the movement, and allowing the breath to release any tension from your spine as you bend and arch through the back. Two more breaths here. And then on an exhale, bend from the hips and bring your left arm across your chest over to the other side. Folding your upper body over your arm, placing the right hand to the top of the mat to find a beautiful shoulder and side body stretch. Take 2 more breaths here. And then bring your left hand to meet your right hand and bring your right arm across your chest over to the other side to feel that beautiful stretch in your right shoulder and right side body. Take 2 more breaths here. And on your last breath, bring your right hand to meet your left hand and hold here in a happy puppy pose. When you feel ready, begin to walk your hands back to your hips, placing your heels to touch and the toes to the edge of the mat. And bring your hands in prayer position and your elbows pushing against your knees, coming into a yogi squat. Holding here for 2 breaths as we open up through the hips and straighten through the back. And then on an exhale, bring your hands down to the mat, straighten through the knees, and hold here for a forward fold. Taking 2 breaths here as we feel the stretch down the back of our legs. And begin to bend and extend through the knees and the arms to release any last tension from our legs. And then on an exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, begin to roll yourself all the way up until the top of your head is reaching up towards the sky. And then on an exhale, windmill your arms all the way up overhead. And then with your right hand, clasp onto your left wrist and pull your left wrist over to the right side, feeling a full body stretch down your side. Holding here for a breath, and then switching sides, bringing your left hand to clasp your right wrist and pulling your right wrist over to the left side. Keep breathing here. And then repeat this one more time on both sides. Making sure the spine is straight, the core is tucked, and there's a soft bend in your knees. On your last breath, begin to windmill your arms down by your side. On an exhale, tuck from your neck, upper back, mid back, and lower back until your hands reach the mat. Once here, walk your hands out to the top of your mat and hold here in a downward dog. Pushing your heels into the mat and feeling the sensation in the back of your legs. And then on an exhale, bend through your right knee, keeping your left leg straight, and hold here. Deepening the stretch down our left leg. And then switch sides. Bending through the left leg and stretching our right leg. And noticing the difference between both sides. There's more tension in one leg than the other. And if so, maybe holding in this stretch a little bit longer on that side. Repeat this 2 more times on each side. And then on your last breath, pressing your heels into the mat. And then come up high on the toes and round your back until your shoulders are planted above your wrists. Hold here for a plank. And then bend through the elbows, lowering your body down onto the mat. And then push into your hands, lifting up with a proud chest. Gaze is up towards the sky, coming into an upward facing dog. Hold here for a breath. And then on an exhale, bring your big toes to touch and push your hips back, coming into a child's pose. Settling here and just noticing how you feel. Take one more breath here. And then on an exhale, push your hands into the mat and round your back up. Bring your right shin across your chest and your left leg long. Hands are planted into the mat and gaze is neutral, coming into a pigeon stretch on your right side. Hold here for 2 breaths. And then if you'd like to deepen the stretch in your right thigh, walking your hands forward and folding your upper body over your right leg. On your last breath, walk your hands back up to your hips and continue to bend your right leg into your hips. Bring your arms up overhead and then on an exhale, fold your upper body over to your left leg, placing your hands where you feel comfortable, whether on your feet, near your ankles, your shins, or your thighs. Whatever is available for you today. Hold here for 2 breaths. And then on an exhale, roll your upper body up, bring both legs to the edge of the mat, flexing at the feet. And then on an exhale, walk your hands out in front of you, coming into a seated straddle. Only walking your hands where you feel comfortable to feel a beautiful stretch in your inner thighs. And then on an exhale, spin your upper body towards the back of your mat, bringing your left shin this time across your body and your right leg long, planting your hands into the mat. Gaze is neutral and spine is long, coming into a pigeon on the other side. There is always the option to walk your hands forward if you'd like to feel a deeper stretch in your left thigh. And then on an exhale, walk your hands back up to your hips. And this time, bring your left leg in and your right leg long. Lift your arms up towards the sky and fold your upper body to your right leg and holding where you feel comfortable. Stay here for 2 breaths. Bring your toes to the back of your mat, bending at the knees, and then reach your arms long. Slowly roll all the way down to the mat, bending from your pelvis, mid-back, upper back, until your head reaches the mat. Once here, lengthen your legs and your arms long. Bring your right knee in towards your chest and bring your right hand on top of your right knee and gently rock your right leg back and forth, feeling that release in your right hip. And then bring your right leg across your body and your upper body in the opposite direction and hold here for a twist, stretching out your spine and your hips. Take one more breath here. And then bring your right leg back up to center. Lengthen through your right leg and bring your left knee up, placing your left hand onto your knee and tilting your left leg back and forth to feel the release in your left hip. Bring your left leg across your body and your upper body in the opposite direction, coming into a twist on the other side. Take 2 more breaths here. And on your last breath, bring both of your legs long and your arms by your side, coming into a Shavasana. Laying here in your final resting position and focusing on your breath. Holding here for 3 more breaths. And then on your last breath, coming into a seated position where you feel comfortable and windmilling your arms up overhead and then back down. Repeat this 2 more times and then clasp your hands at the top and lower down into prayer position near your heart. Closing the practice with gratitude, thanking yourself for showing up today to fill up your cup. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today, and I hope you have a great week. Namaste.